Right now, I told you about the difference between weather and climate. So, in this chapter, we are going to study, we are going to discuss, or we are going to learn about the factors that affect climate. We have learned about weather and climate. Now, factors affecting climate. And then we'll be going to study, we'll be going to discuss about the different seasons in India. So now we are coming on this topic, the factors affecting climate. So which are the factors that affect the climate of a place? And these factors are location, temperature, rainfall, direction of wind blowing, and distance from the equator. Now I am going to explain you about these factors, that how these factors affect the climate of a place. So first is location. How does location affect the climate of a place? How is this a factor that affects the climate of a place? So location. Here is a diagram I have drawn. This is our Earth. Our Earth is divided according to climate into some zones. Okay, and there are some important latitudes about which we are going to learn, what type of climate is experienced here. So first is this part is colored with the same color. So blue, this line is equator. Yes, this parallel is equator, which is the longest latitude. So this part, these parts experience a similar climate conditions. That's why we have bound them in a single category, and that is Torrid Zone. Which zone? Torrid Zone. Okay. So this part is Torrid Zone, or we can say that this is Equatorial Belt. Equatorial Belt means the areas located near the equator. Okay. So this part experiencing same climate condition. So location. If any area, if any place, wherever we are living, if that place is in this belt, then the climate will be hot. Okay, why? Because here is the sun in front of, here is the sun, and this is the part which receives the direct sun rays of the earth. That's why जो भी आपका एरिया है, जो भी जोन आपका ज्यादा ही ऑब्जर्व करता है, mean which receives the highest amount of heat, that part will experience hot. Okay, that will be so much hot. Now next is, these two are the same. Yes, leave this part and leave this part. Now this is from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle, Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle. So we are coming with these two. Now they are colored with a single color. So these two areas are experiencing a similar climate conditions. Okay. So this part and this part, they are temperate zone. Temperate zone. Now suppose in front of us there is sun. Then what will happen? That these parts will receive the slanting. If sun is here, this is experiencing the direct sun rays, bilkul seedhi, bilkul straight. But now if we are coming here, then the sun, then this part will receive the slanting sun rays. Then it will receive the slanting sun rays. And as much as the part will be receiving the slanting sun rays, that part will be that much cold. Okay, they are now receiving slanting sun rays. That's why here neither too hot or neither too cold, na zyada garam, na zyada thanda, and these areas experience a moderate climate. Moderate means average. Okay. Now next is this black part, and this is called frizzled zone. Which zone? Frizzled zone. Frizzled zone. Why? So if these areas are receiving the slanting sun rays, so they will be receiving the most slanting sun rays. Yes, these are the end of the earth. So they will receive the most slanting sun rays, most slanting. So these areas will be receiving only and only cold air. Okay, that's why these areas, this zone, frizzled zone, experiences and contains and covers with, it always covered with a permanent amount of ice. Okay, here we can find ice. They are covered with permanently ice, so they are called frizzled zone. Okay, so what type of climate is that? Frizzled. So location, जैसे ही as a location is getting changed, like this, then this, and then this. If the location is getting changed, the climate is also getting changed. That's why this is the factor that affects the climate of the place, that is location. Clear? Now we are coming to the next topic, temperature. This is the most affecting factor. Okay? How? If anywhere, if somewhere temperature is low, then obviously cold will be there, the climate will be changed. Okay, if the temperature is high or highest, then there will be hot. The climate is getting changed according to the temperature. Now, suppose, now these are summers. The temperature is above 45 or above 40. Okay, so temperature is highest. If the temperature is getting high, then the heat is also increasing. Yes, the sun is scorching outside, the climate is changing. But as well as the temperature will get down, or like in winters, the temperature is about 5 degree to 15 degree, 4 degree, whatever. So if then this much temperature is there, then the temperature is, the climate is changed, opposite. It will be cold there. So temperature is the most dominant factor that affect the climate of a place. Okay. The next is rainfall. Rainfall also affect the climate of a place. Okay. How? If rainfall used to be at any place, if rainfall used to be at any place, or rainfall is, it's raining outside, then it will also affect the climate, affect the weather of a place. The next is direction of wind blowing. Do you know that the winds blow from a cold area to a hot place? Okay, cold to hot. So winds blow from cold to hot area. So then if winds are blowing at any place, then obviously the climate is also getting changed. It means this is affecting the climate. Why? Because at the cold area, it is getting fast, it starts to blow there, and then it goes to hot, like this. Okay, then cold, then hot, 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 and the hottest. Okay, then we can know about the temperature or climate. So distance from the equator. Distance from the equator. Now this is equator. Now we know that as we go upper side of the equator, how much upper side will go, or how much distance will cover, the climate gets changed over. Okay, so if we are going till here, the climate is it is so hot, then less hot, then less, then again will go upwards, then not so much cold, not so much hot. ऐसे ही ऊपर ऊपर जाते जाते यहाँ पे cold, 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 so much cold and permanent ice. Okay, it means as far as we are going from the equator, the climate is changing. Okay, as well as if we are near the locator, we are nearest to the equator, then the temperature will be highest. But if we are going far away from the equator, the temperature is decreasing or the climate is getting changed. Okay, I hope this all thing is clear to you all. These were the factors that affect the climate of a place. These were the factors and I have explained to you. And this is equator and this area that experience a similar climate, that is equatorial belt, and that is temperate zone, or we can say torrid zone, or this is temperate zone, and these two are frizzled zone. Okay, and these two areas, frizzled zone, they experience 6 months of a day and 6 months of night, यानी 6 months का day and 6 months का night receive करते हैं. That will in frizzled zone. I hope this is clear to you all now.